The Astronomer has some long history behind it. Before 1881, the painting had been sold, inherited, or had changed possession 20 times. The painting was sold to Alphonse James de Rothschild by Paris art dealer Leon Guaches between 1881 and 1888. Alphonse James de Rothschild was the eldest son of the Rothschild family. He was educated on finance at a young age. Rothschild needed to be educated to take his place as the head of the Rothschild Frères Bank. He became well known within the financial world and was eventually appointed as a regent of the Bank of France. He would stay at his position for the rest of his life. Throughout his life, though, Rothschild had collected many artworks that amassed to a massive collection. He was very interested in the Dutch Golden Age paintings that included artists like Johannes Vermeer. Rothschild also collected a small number of Islamic works.
The Astronomer painting was later inherited by Rothschild's son Edouard Alphonse James de Rothschild when he died in May of 1905. Edouard Alphonse James de Rothschild was the only son of Alphonse James de Rothschild. He took over his father's position when he died as the head of the Rothschild Frères Bank. Also like his father, Edouard was appointed the director of the Bank of France. In late 1939, Edouard and his family chose to flee the country. Before they left, he tried to hide much of the valuable art collection he had on the grounds of a farm at his castle, Château de Roch.
In 1940, the painting was seized from his hotel room in Paris by the Reichsleiter-Rosenberg Task Force after Germany had invaded France. The Reichsleiter-Rosenberg Task Force was a Nazi organization assigned to appropriating cultural property during World War II. While in Nazi possession, the Astronomer had a small black ink swastika stamped on the back of it.
After the war, the painting was returned to the Rothschilds. In 1983, it was acquired by the French state as payment of inheritance taxes. Since 1983, it has been exhibited at the Louvre.
Johannes Vermeer was born October 31st, 1632, in the city of Delft in the Netherlands. He came from a family of craftsmen. His father owned a tavern and was an art dealer. In 1653, Johannes registered with the Delft Guild as a master painter. He was possibly influenced by Rembrandt and the Utrecht School, and was also influenced by Caravaggio in his early works.
His paintings normally focused on domestic scenes, and were well known for their purity of light and form. However, Vermeer was not well known outside of his own community during his lifetime. He struggled financially in his final years due to the failing Dutch economy and the French invasion of 1672. Vermeer died in Delft on December 16, 1675. Only about 36 of his works survive to this day.
The Astronomer depicts a scholarly astronomer at work. Though there is no telescope in the painting, the Astronomer is touching a globe. The book lying in front of the Astronomer has been identified as the second edition On the Investigation or Observation of the Stars by Adrian Matthias, written in 1621. It is open to the beginning of Book 3, where knowledge of the instruments and geometry is recommended, as well as inspiration from God. The painting on the wall is of the subject of the finding of Moses, which also hints at the need for divine intervention. There is rumor that Anton van Leeuwenhoek was the inspiration or the model for the Astronomer in the painting. However, there can be no clear answer as to if this is actually true.
Dimension and space were key aspects to Vermeer's work. His mastering of the color palette allowed for him to paint realistic images with photographic quality. Vermeer also mastered shadowing and lighting in his works through the use of the camera obscura. This was a tool made of a box with a hole with a lens inside of it. The inside of the box was painted white, while the mirror and lenses inside the box allowed for images outside to receive their reflection. This made the reflections, shadows, and lights intensified, giving the user a better understanding of the surface of the painting. Through this technique, Vermeer was able to make his paintings look very real, something he was well known for.
Hitler wanted the Astronomer by Johannes Vermeer to be the centerpiece in his museum of art that he had collected. Hitler wanted it because he felt that it represented his nationalistic ambitions. He felt that the astronomer celebrated early Germanic scientific achievements, and like many of Vermeer's work, it represented early Germanic culture. Hitler also wanted the painting to have it paired again with Vermeer's other well known painting, The Geographer. The Astronomer was found in May 1945, hidden deep within a mountain salt mine in Austria, along with 8,000 other paintings and artworks.
Vermeer's paintings were often of everyday people performing everyday activities. Because of this, his paintings defined a time period and a culture unique to the Dutch Golden Age of painting. Vermeer's art, including The Astronomer, matters because his works represented the common people, allowing him to become known as the painter of the people.